Hello, welcome to today's video. I'm really just here to say hello because today's video is a vlog. How fun. This is my first vlog, I think. At least it's the first one I've posted on this channel since I've started again. And I don't have that much to say. This one is a little bit sadder at times, a little bit more happy at other times. It's really just about how I was feeling the week that I was vlogging. It was originally going to be a reading vlog, but my emotions and my mental health said otherwise, and I said maybe people would be interested in this too. So it's a new series that I'm starting called Surviving Burnout, just about how I'm feeling and about how things are going and about how my mental health is doing and things that I'm doing to help me feel better through this rough and weird and strange period of my life. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you at the end for the outro. Okay. Have a good time. Woo woo. The thing about being human is that some days you wake up and you are just a little sad. It's just nestled there a bit. And you don't know why. And you don't know what to do, or where to go, or who to hug, or who to love. So you just sleep. Hello. Do I look as pathetic as I feel? I'm filming because I'm alone. And if I don't get this out, if it just sits in my head all day, I don't know what I'll do. I will probably just cry and lay and cry and lay. Today is a hard day. My husband and I, like idiots, watched a documentary about cults last night. We picked the one day when I'm feeling extra existential to decide to watch a documentary about people searching for the meaning of their lives. And we were laying there and I kept thinking, I get it, man. I understand. I know why you would want to join that. Why you would want to be there, surrounded by people and love. And somebody's feeding you the answers. Somebody's giving you exactly what you've been searching for. What you feel in your heart is the thing that's missing from your life. I get it. I get it. It's natural and human to wonder why we're here. To ask those questions, to think about those things, to wonder, why am I here? What am I doing? What's it all for? What's the point? It's very, very, very normal. It's like the great burden of human consciousness. This aggressive, overwhelming understanding that we're here. We are alive. Now what? Now what? The scary, very real truth of it all is that we give ourselves meaning. We are the ones who have to stand up for our lives and decide, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what's worth it. And that's hard, because who am I but one small, insignificant voice in a sea of voices? What weight do I hold? What power do I have? And I don't mean this in like a self-deprecating or a suicidal way or anything like that. I mean it in a very practical, realistic way. I am here. I am alive. That will not change. So now what do I do? I think the hardest part of all of this has been that aggressive, aimless feeling. The feeling of being lost, of not knowing, of it's like this hole that I can feel inside of myself. How do we make that meaning? How do we make our lives worth it? How? How? Hi, I'm back, and hopefully a little more positive this time. I contemplated a lot whether or not I was going to put that last part into the video, but I think it's really important to me that I show exactly what it's like and what I'm going through and my thoughts, because I know I'm not the only one. And I mean, I spend a lot of time in this house by myself. I gotta talk to somebody. These clips were in fact taken maybe 2 hours apart. I think 2.5 to be exact. And I know there are going to be people that say, oh, this isn't real. She's obviously faking it for whatever reason. I don't know. And to that, I have to say, what's it like living without a mood disorder? Probably nice. No, all jokes aside, I do realize that, it seems a bit unrealistic that somebody's mood can change so drastically so fast. And I think that just really points to the strength of our emotions, the intensity of what they can be like, and the power of doing the things that you love. I have always loved baking ever since I was a kid, and I have been using it a lot recently to help me cope with lots of different things. When I get in a mood like that, pretty much the only thing that works is doing something tactile, something that gets me out of my head and more into my senses. So baking has a lot of touch involved. It's got a lot of smell involved. Baking has always been something that has pulled me out of my head and into the world around me, which is obviously something that I struggle with, as evidenced by the last clip that you saw. And music always feels good, right? I have one very specific playlist for when I am feeling in my lowest of moods, and it includes Doja Cat, SZA, Sabrina Carpenter, just girlies that I think are strong and powerful and that I want to emulate that same energy from, right? So make yourself a playlist. It works. It's good. But yeah, I think this would be the point in the video where I would say something inspiring, something happy, something light, something that leaves you feeling a little bit better than what I showed you before. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't know what to say here. I don't know what's going to make you feel better. I don't know what's going to make you want to keep living what's going to make you want to show up every single day. But what I do know is that you know. As lost and as sad and as depressed as we can feel and will feel, you know what you love. You know the things that you search for when you're in your lowest moments. You know the things that you come to when you need to feel alive and awake and here. Turn to those things in those moments. Trust yourself to lead the way, to be enough for yourself, to be there for yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's always been you, right, babe? Good luck. It's rough out here, but we are making it work, babe. I believe in you.
Man, you good over there? You good, Chief? You did very good. It looks very, very good.
I'm so excited. Okay, ready?
Right. Yep.
I'm scared. It's like a little tough.
Huh?
It's a little tough.
On the outside, but it's not bad.
Do you want more of an inside
Oh, no, this looks beautiful. I'd like a little bit of crust to get a full picture.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
all right. Ready?
Okay. Cheers.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's a little tough, so I think next time I do it, I'll probably bake it for a little less.
Just a little bit, but it's not bad. It's
but it's
real
pretty
good.
good.
Mm-hmm. It's a good flavor. Try our banana bread. Banana bread.
Yay. Hello. Don't think I like this angle. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Hello. It is a gloomy, gloomy day in the Midwest, which is why the lighting is so harsh. There's absolutely no sunlight right now, and it's only 11 a.m. So we work with what we got. I wasn't expecting to film today. That's the reason why I look like this. That's the reason why the lighting is crap. But I thank you for being nice about it. That is super sweet. Okay, so I wasn't planning on filming today, like I said, but as I was going to bed last night, a YouTube video got recommended to me from an old channel that I used to watch, and it was about gratitude. And I was like, let's just give it a go. We'll watch it. We'll see what happens. 'Tis what it is, right? And I don't really know what it was about this particular video, but something about the concept of gratitude presented in the way that they presented it really, really resonated with me. I mean, obviously I've heard of like gratitude journaling and stuff like that. That's like super, super popular right now. Not just right now. It's been popular for a while. But I have always seen it in like this like spirituality kind of aspect. Like my shirt. In this like spirituality kind of aspect where it's like, you know, you have to be thankful for the things that, you know, God has given you, that you've been blessed with, that you've been privileged with, or in like a super self-care Instagram TM kind of way. And so because it's painted in either of those two lights, it's really hard for me to like find investment in that. Like those two things just didn't resonate with me. Like I believe that they work and good for you if it does work for you, but in that way it didn't really seem like it would work for me. And so I just kind of never did it. But the way that they explained it was in a very practical, very scientific kind of way. They went back through like our evolution as a human species and how gratitude is sort of ingrained in our body because it is what helped us survive back when we were cavemen or whatever, etc., etc. And so this, like, they presented it as if gratitude is this innate thing that happens within our body. It's just that because of all of the societal expectations and societal traps, basically, put around us that tell us that we're not enough, we're not good enough, we're not fit enough, or skinny enough, or pretty enough, we're not productive enough, or the list goes on and on and on, right? It's all of those things that make us feel like gratitude isn't something that is natural and innate within us. But it is, and we can tap into that and expand that and explore that and kind of not trick, but sort of trick our brains into being more grateful for the world around us because it's natural, it's human. And then they broke down the science of gratitude itself, how it makes us feel happier, how it makes us feel more satisfied. And it just really, really resonated with me. I think it finally clicked how this might be helpful, and so I have decided to give it a shot. I also watched another video by the same YouTube channel about habits and routines, and that also really, really resonated with me. So I am going to try to start a habit of writing in a gratitude journal. It's not a gratitude journal. It's just my regular journal I do everything in. But writing just a couple of things that I'm grateful for every single day. 5 minutes. I'm not making it hard. I'm making it super easy. It's just something that I'm going to do when I wake up in the morning. What's the worst that can happen? I spend 5 minutes thinking about the things that are good in my day. You know. So I thought for my first foray into gratitude journaling, you guys might like to join me. I'm going to do 5 minutes of like a free write, basically, mainly just because this is the first thing I've really done today that's going to require some sort of complex thought. So I'm doing 5 minutes of writing to help kind of loosen up brain juices, and then I will get into the gratitude stuff. Here we go! Welcome to my very messy desk area, which you cannot see, thank God. So today we are dressed for practicality and comfort. We are not dressed for aesthetics today. Today is a work day, alright? Time to take shit serious. No, I'm kidding, it's not that serious. So I made this like little, honestly, I don't know what this is. I saw it online, and it was like one of those, like, here's a warm drink that's not tea or coffee kind of thing, because I don't drink tea or coffee because it typically messes with my anxiety. Sometimes I can have tea, but I can never have coffee. I will not do it. Somebody commented underneath and said that this was the drink from Ponyo. I've never seen Ponyo. I actually haven't seen any Studio Ghibli, so I don't know what it is, but somebody melted some honey and some hot water, put some milk in it, some cinnamon, and a little bit of vanilla, and it's really good. I like it a lot. I think this is going to be my winter drink. I'm pretty excited about it. I have never had a warm drink before, and I feel like I'm a part of the club. I forgot my bread. Hold on. Bread. This is the bread that I made earlier in this video, and honestly, the longer we have it, the better it gets. It's so good. So really, I'm checking in because I think this vlog is about to be over. This feels like a good natural stopping point. So we've only got a little bit more time together before this video is over. Gonna miss you guys. I'll see you soon, I promise. But before it's over, I wanted to clarify some things because I know that this was supposed to be a reading vlog. That's how this started out, and I know that knowing myself and knowing the fact that my channel is called Maddie's Bookshelf, I'm going to try and make this into a book thing, even though it doesn't quite feel like a book thing. What I was going to do during this vlog was read Strong Female Character by Fern Brady, and I did start it. I got 94 pages in, which is like 20 pages away from being the halfway point. I was not having the best time, I think is how I'll describe it. So the whole premise is that Fern Brady was not diagnosed with autism until she was in her 20s, and she spent most of her life just feeling outcasted, feeling different, feeling like there was something just a little bit different about her, but nobody really wanted to get her the help. They just called her an asshole, called her mean, and she focuses a lot on like her not being able to understand social skills, and her like blunt tone of voice and blunt and honest way of speaking. The bit that I've read so far focuses really, really heavily on that aspect. And the tone through which this is told is like she has a chip on her shoulder, which I think is fine. It's totally understandable that she's going to be upset about the things that have happened to her and the stuff that she's had to endure because of systems around her not working when they're supposed to, and how our society is really just not created for people like her to exist and thrive within the world. She fully is well within her right to have a chip on her shoulder, to be angry about everything. The entire thing is told in this really dry, tongue-in-cheek tone of voice, and that's obviously an artistic choice, but also her showing her personality through her writing because this is her memoir. So all of that is fine. Everything's okay. I just couldn't vibe with it. And I'm going to say something, and I don't mean to be rude or offensive, and maybe there's something about autism that I don't understand. If that is the case, please let me know in the comments. I am very curious to understand this more. The reason why I picked this up is because I think I might have autism, but I can't tell if that's just social media algorithms pushing me content that I enjoy, or if I resonate with these symptoms. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm trying to read memoirs and such to understand more about it. So if I'm getting this wrong, please let me know in the comments. The part that I've read so far has focused really, really heavily on how she is a blunt and honest person and how she has been called an asshole and a dickhead and mean and rude her entire life, when in reality this is just because of her autism that she does this. And so because of that, she says and does a lot of things in here under the umbrella of this is my autism, I am just blunt and honest, that are mean. Like she does and says a lot of mean stuff in here, and I think that there's a very big difference and a very clear difference in my head between being blunt and honest and being mean. And those can overlap because the truth can be mean and honesty can be mean, and that's okay. But you also can just say mean things, and that is just mean. It is not being honest. I don't know if, like, because of autism she struggles with that difference, or if that's just her trying to be funny because she's also a comedian and I just am not, you know, getting it. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a lot of moments in here where things were said and I was like, was that really necessary? Because it just felt mean. And so I'm going to put this down. I don't think I'm going to DNF it, but I'm going to put this down because I don't think this is the tone of voice and the type of writing and humor that I vibe with. And because of the emotional state that I'm in and the mental state that I'm in, I can't separate that aspect of it from the rest of it to give myself like an opportunity to really enjoy the story and to really learn about her experiences with autism, because a lot of the times I'm just like, that was mean. Why did you say that? That was mean. So I'm going to put this down for a little bit because this isn't what I need right now. It's not working for me right now. I'm having a hard time connecting with it and understanding it and being able to like enjoy it and be a part of it. So I'm going to put this down for now. I'm not DNFing it. It's just being put down. I don't know when I'll pick it back up. But I do plan on giving it another shot because it deserves another shot. But I did want to read something from my burnout TBR. I'm not going to get all the way through it for this vlog, obviously. I felt like I needed something that was kind of like a hug. I needed something kind of warm and reassuring right now. I needed something that really like touches at my heart. Is really what I need right now. That's the kind of emotional space that I'm in. I need motherly love. And I'm looking for it in book form, and so I decided to pick up Wintering by Catherine May. Hi, editing Maddie here. I was trying to edit that part where I was explaining the book, and I just explained it really weird, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's like 9 minutes long when it really only needs to be like a minute and a half. So I'm just gonna explain it here real quick. But basically, this book is about a woman. It's kind of like a memoir thing that incorporates like quotes from literature and also like from great philosophers and stuff like that. And she is going through a particularly rough time. Sorry that I'm like moving so much. She's going through a particularly rough time in her family life. Her husband, his appendix has just ruptured and now he needs care. She's just recently decided to leave her job. She has a young child. And so there's just a lot of stuff all happening at once in her life. And she calls this a period of like winter, as in like emotionally it's hard. She is tired a lot more easy and just kind of things like that. It's a little bit of a rougher time in her life. And so she calls it a winter. And she argues that these periods of winter happen quite often in our life, just like the seasons change. And we need to like prepare for them, and we need to treat ourselves differently while we are in those periods of winter, give ourselves more grace, more rest, slow down, treat ourselves kinder, be a little bit easier, just like animals do. She compares it to when squirrels like pack on a little bit extra fat so that they can stay warm throughout the winter. Kind of like how every living thing goes through periods of like production and periods of like consumption or hibernation or rest. And we as humans don't really give ourselves the opportunity to go through those periods of rest or hibernation. And she argues that they're natural and we should. And it's been good so far. I liked it. I read the prologue. I thought the prologue was really interesting. And I'm excited. I think it's exactly what I need right now. I think that it is a little bit softer, a little bit kinder, a little bit nicer, gentler than Strong Female Character, which is definitely like what I need. Right now, I definitely need more of like, it's okay, sweetie. You're doing your best. You got this kind of vibe. You know what I mean? And I think this book is delivering. Okay, thanks for letting me pop in. Trust me, this was better than whatever that was. My brain doesn't want to work this morning. I'm tired. Can you tell? I have so much stuff to do today and I don't want to do a single thing. It's a Monday and my weekend was a lot, so I didn't really get to like rest. And even though I'm not working, none of the other aspects of my life have slowed down at all. And I know I call my husband, but he is actually technically legally my fiance. We have not gotten married yet. We will get married in June. And so I have been planning our wedding. And it's very hard and there's lots to do. And yesterday and Saturday were filled up with lots of wedding things. We had a dance class on Saturday and we had a food tasting with the caterer yesterday, and then we had a family lunch yesterday morning, and then we had a friend thing Saturday evening, and so just lots and lots of stuff, and it was all really great, super fun. I'm tired, And I have so many things to do at the house. Like, because I didn't get much time to rest and much time at all over the weekend, all of my like cleaning times that I would do on a Sunday did not get done. And so the house is a mess. I need to pick that up, which is what I plan on doing next. Sorry, my fridge just kicked on and I'm sure you can hear that. Once I have cleaned, I'm going to take you guys with me on some of it. And then once I've cleaned and decluttered and picked everything up, this video is going to be dunzos, because next what I'm doing is getting into the holiday spirit. So as somebody who has a neurodivergent brain, I struggle a lot with the passage of time. And it's not that I struggle that time passes. That's okay. You know, life moves forward. That's fine. I am like this little bean that just floats through time and space, and I never know when it is or what's happening or where I'm at. So I struggle a lot like around holidays and stuff, because by the time I'm typically ready to be in the holiday spirit, it's like December 23rd and there's no time for me to enjoy Christmas and Christmas things and winter things. And for the first time in a long, long time, I have lots of time to care about that stuff and to be excited about that. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to decorate the house. I'm going to pull out some lights and hang some lights up in my living room, and I'm going to decorate, and we're gonna get the Christmas tree out. Me and my husband have a date planned on Saturday. It's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be really cool, and that's gonna be the next vlog. So by the time this comes out, it'll be the week after, or 2 weeks after, that my little Christmas vlog's out. And I'm really, really excited for that. I'm ready to move on to that phase of my life. That was such a random tangent. I don't know how I got here, but let's go clean the house. About 45 minutes later, and all the chores are done. I'm just here to say goodbye. Hope you guys had a good time. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. It's a little bit different than anything else I've done so far, but it is probably the most fulfilling thing I've done in a long bit. And so it felt really good. We cried a little bit, we healed a little bit, we cleaned a little bit, and we chatted a little bit. What isn't to love? I will see you guys some other time. If you liked the video, could you like it and subscribe and do that whole thing with me? I am trying to get my YouTube up off the ground, and I am feeling pretty good about this time. So If you want to stick around, if you want to see what's going on over here, go ahead and subscribe. Alright team, wishing you all the love, the light, and the happiness in the world, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Okay, bye.